Good evening, everybody, and welcome to TTR Friday. Another week has passed by in the world of Newcastle United, and well, we may be heading towards a signing or two. Hopefully, it looks that way. We've got a lot to get stuck into tonight. A lot of people are going to have a lot of opinions on the stuff that we talk about tonight. But guys, I know we haven't been live since obviously the news broke yesterday about Diogo Jota and his brother. I mentioned it on the video earlier on today. Didn't do a show yesterday simply out of respect. It wasn't the time to do a live show yesterday, in my opinion. So we just kept out of it, kept quiet. Anything you guys want to say? Just awful, isn't it? It is horrific.
He's a young man in the prime of his life, just been married, at the top of his profession. For that to happen to him, it's heartbreaking. It really is. It's tragic. It's all of the things that you don't want to happen in life. And yeah, rest in peace from his brother, and obviously heartfelt commiserations with his friends and family.
Yeah, I mean, Sam just married, 3 kids. I mean, life can be so damn cruel at times.
Yeah, and you know what? After the success that Liverpool had with him in the team as well, and you said something really nice during your show that I watched earlier, Paul, about all of football coming together. Like it doesn't matter; it's such a tragedy to unite everybody. Life is short, folks.
Absolutely, Alex.
It's just a very, very sad moment. We've had a few over the last sort of couple of decades in recent memory, but this is one that I think stings a little bit more, even though it wasn't one of our own necessarily. It's still somebody that's in and around the game that we love. And the specific circumstances are just very tragic. It's a real shame. So yeah, I think everybody just needs to keep nastiness out of it and come together. It's not, there are things bigger than football, and this is one of them, and it is a shame.
Yeah. Well, Liverpool have confirmed that they're retiring the number 20 shirt, which I think is an amazing gesture for them to do, and the right thing to do, I think, as well. What I would say though, Jordan Henderson was there today paying his respects, and you could clearly see how emotional Jordan was, right? And whatever we think about Henderson as a footballer, this is a guy who was good friends with Jota and clearly grieving. Yet Sky decided to film it. I'm sorry, I can't think of a worse thing you can do is to film somebody when they're grieving like that, reading all the lovely messages from the fans. So Sky, just cut it out. Just let people grieve. It's not right, and it's, you know, people should be able to grieve in private. He was there to pay his respects. Yet you sticking a camera, it's not right at all. But yeah, it's typical. Really, it doesn't surprise me at all. Anyway, up the A1 have been members for 38 months now on the channel. Evening all, we've been watching all the shows, but unfortunately not been well for a while and not been able to join in with the chats. Love to you all. I hope you are recovering. Austin with a super chat. Lovely kid, guys. You look great. Got mine on too. I don't look particularly great in mine because the V is almost down to my...
It looks fine, Paul. You're obsessing over it. It looks
no,
fine.
It's not. If you look at Sam and Billy's, right, mine is. I mean, you know, we were talking before the show. I've clearly dropped the size in shirts, and I've got my normal size, and it's too big, which is why it's hanging down there. So, like Billy
it's
said,
fine, Paul. Just imagine when you get a bit of a tan. Susan will love it. That hair glistening through.
Hair?
Have you not got any chest hair?
Well, a little bit. I'm not bloody Magnum PI, you know. Jesus Christ.
That's out the back of the neck as well from your back hair.
I don't like the back hair. I kind of do note about it.
I don't think anyone likes back hair, do they?
Nah, it's not great. It's not
the
great.
grab onto.
And here we go, ladies and gents. She's away
Happy
already.
Friday.
Adam Bell with a super chat. Can we get a here we go from Lady Sam on the Alanga signing? Then I know it's done. Well, you won't get one yet because it isn't done. But we'll start off with Alanga, obviously, because that news broke yesterday. I did a video on it earlier. I have changed my opinion a little bit, guys. Look, in all, in all seriousness, right? Money is what it is. The valuation of players is crazy these days, and it just seems to go up and up and up every single year. However, I can't blame Forest for putting his valuation up because they have a sell-on fee to pay Manchester United, of course. And we, as a club, clearly Eddie wants Elanga. He went for him last year. He's gone for him this year. He clearly wants him and wants him to be part of this team. Whatever setup Eddie's going with next season, he clearly feels that Elanga is going to bring something to the squad. And I generally think he can. What in God's earth was that?
That was Elanga racing past.
It's the sound of Coventry.
Yeah, it is. Someone doing 150 mile an hour in a 20-yard road.
Donuts down the road, Billy.
Coventry.
Bloody hell. Well, it was either that or Billy breaking wind. But
that's what the neighbour says about me, to be fair. Donuts down the
road. So, Elanga, Sam, what do you reckon?
I would like to reserve final judgment until I see him in a black and white shirt. I know that the lad must have a ceiling, and he's highly regarded by Eddie, so that's got to be good enough for us. He's seen a lot of talented young players that have been brought into the club under his stewardship, so he's obviously seen something that's going to help us, our formation. You know, it's going to have defenses really, really frightened when they see that front lineup. So yeah, we'll see what happens. The amount that we've paid, have a look around the rest of the market. This is just what people are paying now. So yeah, hard pill to swallow, but hopefully it'll come good.
Yeah, it is. And Alex, I mean, some people say in the chat that obviously Forest only paid 15 million quid for him, but it's, to be honest, it's the way football is now. Valuations go up. If you have a good season, you will put your valuation up. Look at what's happened to Harvey Elliott in the under 21 Euros. His valuation's clearly gone up because of his performances there. So it's just the way football works.
Yeah, it is the way it works. They got a really good price for him based on a young, promising, sort of explosive winger. And then he's progressed at Forest in sort of his technical level, his age, his physicality. He's had a good year. He's put some really good numbers up in terms of his assists. 6 goals in the Prem is okay as well. So it's a tidy season for a 23-year-old that is clearly just going to get better. Obviously, the question mark for us is he going to improve enough for us? You would argue that probably yes. It's just, I mean, based on everybody knows, I've not made it a secret. I would have preferred to have gone a slightly different direction with maybe a left footer, somebody a little bit more technical, maybe like a right-sided Barnes that's a bit younger. I think that was what more I wanted personally. Not to say that Elanga won't work. Again, he's got all the right attributes. Somebody in the chat said something earlier that I completely agree with, that Elanga is further along now than Gordon was when we first signed him. And that's absolutely bang on. I think that's true. And if Elanga does kick on, he could be worth a lot of money and be a very impressive player. It just wasn't my pick personally. But yeah, I mean, I've been doing a lot more digging.
Yeah, I don't think he was anyone's number one pick, was he? Out of
no, but I've been doing a lot more research and giving him the benefit of the doubt because it looks like we may sign him. And to be fair to him, fine, YouTube does show all of his best bits. I'm trying to find all of it, really. And there's some nice 1-2s. There's a lot of left-footed shots, left-footed goals. There's more to his game than maybe I have been giving him credit for. It's still, I still stand by what I said. I would have preferred a left-footed technical player in more of a younger Barnes mold. But I think Elanga can definitely be really good if we do sign him. So it will still be a good signing, even with the price.
Ricky Hudson clearly not listening. Paul, you hated this signing a couple of days ago, buddy. Yes, I didn't hate the signing. I just said he wasn't my number one target, and for the price. But I've had a couple of days to think about it, and listening to some Forest fans talk about Elanga, yeah, he was excellent last season. Hopefully it wasn't a one-off season, and this guy has got a lot to still come as well. And what better manager than to nurture that talent than Eddie Howe? And Eddie clearly obviously sees a player that he can really, really work with. So, I'm not against it now. He's not my number one pick, no. But as I say, we have to trust in what Eddie's going for and what he's going to use the players for. Billy?
Well, plus points first. away from home, he's going to be a massive weapon for us with his pace. When we're playing against sides that are trying to attack us on the counter, he's fantastic. And that's basically what Forest have done for a season or two, and he's been fantastic at it. I don't think he's going to be great for us against a low block. I don't think pace really is the key to breaking down low blocks. But Eddie Howe is a fan of his, clearly, and we've got to trust the manager's judgment. And I'm not sure he's the right player for us personally.
I don't know, but I've been watching some stuff on what you just said, because I agreed with you as well. That especially at Forest, he's definitely improved moving the ball quickly in tight areas to make space for himself. That's improved. So I'm still on the fence.
He makes space for himself, then to get behind. Yeah, I agree with that. But when his players,
but he's shimmying left and right in and around the box.
Yeah, but it's just 5 blokes behind him. What difference does it make? It doesn't make any difference, does it?
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see.
Personally, I'm not a fan of the player. I don't think he's a great player. I think he's a pace merchant. Personally, wouldn't be for me.
Strong words.
Oh, Billy. Oof. Well, I'm like I say, I've come round to the signing. I think he'll do a lot. I think he'll be a very good player for Newcastle. I really do. The fact is, whoever pulls on that shirt for Newcastle United, we support, and hopefully Elanga does have a lot more to his game, and we can. I mean, Billy's not saying that in a nasty manner. Billy will hope that he's, Elanga throws egg in his face, and exactly, and that's what it's all about. It's.
But I wasn't talking about Anthony Gordon. Just remember that.
No, you weren't, Billy. You weren't. And, you haven't mentioned that at all very much. Anyway, Chaos Sky with a super chat saying, hi, TTR team. Hope you were all doing well. Graham Sinclair, is that the third kit, Paul? Yeah, me, Billy, and Sam are in the third kits tonight, although some fit better than others. Pound for pound boxing says, next move, go for the lad Giorgio Scalvini. I think it's Giorgio, isn't it? It's not Giorgio, it's Giorgio. Giorgio. I better get it right. Sausage. Yeah. Biffed by Adam West with a super chat saying Paul equals Magnum PI. It's definitely a Friday. Johnny NUFC. I think Eddie will turn him into a top player. And Johnny is also gifted a Toon Review membership. Thank you very, very much, Johnny, for that. Right. Well, we may as well get straight into this because, as usual, it is Friday night and she has something to say.
Oh, my God! What is that?
It's sweeter than molasses. She got gliss on my wrist like a maverick. She a rich little bitch with some baggage.
Before you go ahead, Sam, I've just seen a comment saying I need to send this shirt back because it looks like a tramp's vest.
It's class.
Yeah. No, but when I do see it compared to yours, I do see that I need a smaller size. I'm not used to ordering smaller sizes, guys. I'm really not. I have lost quite a bit of weight to go down the size in shirt. Trust me. So yeah, I may have to look at a smaller size for the first time in 20 years.
Can we stop talking about your miraculous weight loss and get onto my wine, please?
Absolutely. Well. Oh, that's really supportive, Sam. Thank you very much. You absolute cowbag.
Should my wine be about you talking?
No, shut up, you cowbag, and get on with it.
Right. Okie doke, folks. And a disclaimer here, I do apologise if this is triggering to anybody watching live or on recorded, but something that has really, really got my goat, confused me, is the Thomas Partey situation. We all probably understand what he has been finally charged with. Accusations that have been going around for a very long time, to the point where numerous fans, even his own, actually boo him when he ever touches a ball. But the fact that this came out 2021, 2022, and it has taken until now for charges to be brought forward while he has been living the life, having the dream job, the dream career, the money, all of that, while still being able to be outside around the public, potentially causing more harm of what he's apparently accused of doing. Notice I'm being quite careful about what I'm saying here.
Yeah.
But I think this is an
Allegedly.
but this is an absolute disgrace and a miscarriage of justice that it has taken so long for even charges to be brought forward. Bearing in mind the court case isn't actually going to be heard until August. I think it's an absolute disgrace. And Billy made a really good point earlier, and I'm happy for people to jump in with their opinions, but that he happens to be now out of contract. So lived a great life and had all the benefits, and yeah, now we're in this situation. So I think it's an absolute disgrace and it's appalling.
Well, a couple of people have said, "Oh, you shouldn't be talking about this." The whole internet is talking about it. If you go on social media, everybody is talking about it.
But it's been on the news, it's been in the paper,
and it's been on the news.
On Sky Sports News. He's a footballer in the Premier League, plays for Arsenal.
And we are alleged. These are alleged offences as well. We've said that, so of course you can talk about it. Alleged offences, simple as that. But it's the fact that his contract has ended, and now this is it just stinks. It really.
The fact
stinks.
of the matter is, he's innocent until proven guilty, but so is everyone that's arrested and charged. Simple as that. And for me, the fact that we knew about this, or we saw it written down, and it was pretty common knowledge what had happened 3 years ago. Why have the Metropolitan Police waited until he's out of contract at Arsenal till he's had his collar felt? It's corruption from either the Mets, Arsenal Football Club, potentially both, or it's gross incompetence by the Metropolitan Police. There's no good result there, is there? Let's be honest. It's disgusting. It's what it is. It's absolutely disgusting.
And equally so, if he is proven to be innocent, I understand that these things do happen as well. Then this has been hanging over an innocent person's head for a long time. I do try and see two sides of a coin here.
Absolutely.
But my goodness, it's just too long for this type of investigation to go. Anyway, that is my wine. And
to be fair, the Arsenal fans, they are not happy either.
No, they're not.
The situation. So let's not just.
They were happy when he was playing for them. Now he's not.
Well,
a portion that were supportive, as were the manager was as well. Whether they
he's getting most of it from the Arsenal fans, to be honest. But there's a surprise.
There was defense that he defended them in interviews and numerous occasions, talking about the hardships and things he's going through mentally, the things he's allegedly done. So again, but it's all allegedly. We don't know if we don't know Arteta or Arsenal's standpoint on it, but it's rather convenient that his contract expired on the 30th of June. What is today's date? The 4th of July. Didn't take very long. It's a really suspicious fact. It's several days later after the contract expired.
It should have been done 2 years ago, and it could have been cleared of it all.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens in due course. By the way, happy Independence Day to all our American subscribers and viewers. I hope you're having a great Independence Day.
Remember that film?
Oh, I loved
Independence Day. It was class.
The second one was shockingly bad, but the first one
didn't exist. The first one was mint.
Paul McGinn has sent in 2 super chats with no comments. Thank you, Paul. Goat Linton with a super chat saying, in my opinion, it's better for it to take longer and to collect all the evidence necessary for conviction than to rush a charge with little evidence. Indeed, but if you look at the situation with, was it Sigurdsson at Everton? He was their record signing, but they suspended him immediately, even though he was, by the way, not found guilty, but they suspended him. I guess it's different ways that teams work. KRG with a super chat. Man United and City banned Mendy, Greenwood, but Arsenal played him. Fuggy Crack says, I wake up this morning and it was eye-opening. I think for everybody. Moving on from that, Chelsea and Villa fined by UEFA for financial irregularities, guys. Don't know what you've made of that, Alex, but interesting.
No, not interesting at all. I'm absolutely furious with it. It is approximately 20 million pounds, euros, whatever it is for Chelsea, 15 for Barca, 12.5 for Lyon, 11 for Villa, and 3 for Roma. I am quite... There's a tiny, tiny portion of me that is happy for Villa that they've not been thrown a points deduction for trying. But then the other 99% of me is going, hang on a minute. Forest and Everton got dragged through the mud with points deductions. There needs to be some consistency here. Chelsea's conduct has been utterly disgraceful for the last few years.
Must
They
point
got
out,
all
though,
of their
Alex,
debt.
this is UEFA, not the Premier League, by the way. This is UEFA who've done this.
Not neither here nor there. Whoever it is, whichever strange, corrupt body of football it might be, it's not good enough. You know, you had Chelsea got a free hit and got their debt written off because of the war between Russia and Ukraine, because their owner happened to be Russian and there was financial issues. It got wiped. They then abused that and went and just signed everyone under the sun. They've then started just throwing themselves through loopholes. It's an absolute catastrophe. It's a financial mess. And despite doing all of that, they've still managed to go overboard with the finances and break the rules. They had the biggest free hit of any club in the Premier League, and they still broke the rules.
Yeah.
They need banning from European competitions next season, and they need a points deduction. You need a deterrent from doing this. Otherwise, what's the point? Because everybody's just going to keep doing it. Now, what precedent does this set? You know, Villa failed FFP, or whatever we're calling it, pre-SR, whatever we're calling it for European terms, and they've not been hurt with a points deduction. So that surely is going to incentivize other clubs. They're just not going to care. They need some kind of something, whether it's a transfer ban, a ban from playing in Europe, or a points deduction. You need something that is worth something. Otherwise, money is nothing for these people.
But that's what I mean, Alex. You know, if UEFA turn around and go, "Oh, there's a fine," it doesn't mean anything, does it? Certainly not to Chelsea.
Well, UEFA can ban from competitions. I appreciate UEFA can't get involved in points deducts from a league that they don't control, but they can ban from competitions.
Yeah. Any thoughts on that, Billy?
Yeah. Why is it? To me, there's two sets of rules here, and they're not either falling foul of one of them and not on the other one. You know, the Premier League should be taking action against these clubs. For me, simple and straightforward as that.
Yeah.
They're breaking European rules. They must be breaking Premier League rules. They must be. And if they're not, then there's something wrong with the rules.
I mean, Sam, there is questions to be asked, no doubt about it, isn't there? You know, Billy's right. You talk about UEFA, then surely the Premier League have got to look at this and think, well, if UEFA are doing it, then surely they've gone overboard in their own game at the home in the UK.
I personally feel like you are giving the Premier League far too much credit, Paul. I just think with they're setting their own standards and they're not going to, throw down a hammer over these clubs that put a feather in their caps over stuff. It's really unfair. Billy's absolutely right that, one rule for some for a different one. Exploiting loopholes is absolutely fine. You can get away with what you want, but then no one knows what the actual punishment at the end is going to be. Nothing is explicitly written down. It's if we feel like letting people off or if we feel like making life hard for a club, then but it seems to be the sort of traditional top six who seem to be doing all right out of it, yet we've seen other clubs who are getting hauled over the coals for it. It's ridiculous. We know the game that we're playing now with them.
Oh god, yeah. Kath, good evening. Didn't Chelsea get a ban on transfers because of irregularities a while back? If it was us, we'd be dropped into League One.
That wasn't financial irregularities. That was through illegally tapping up younger players that were not of the right age to be dealing with contracts and pre-agreements. It was something to do with that. And there were tens and tens and tens of cases. Wasn't it up to like 80 or something where they'd approached younger players that they weren't supposed to have approached? Yeah. So they got banned and it was a huge deal. There was so many things. Like Chelsea have been no strangers to this. Even before they sold their soul, they were culprits of the loan farm army. They had like I think it was over 60 players out on loan at one point. They just abuse every rule possible.
Well, again, we'll see what develops with it. Keith Lee has been a member for 28 months now. 22 more days to see the Toon players in Singapore. So excited and can't wait. Hope to have new signings by then. Michael McIntyre with a super sticker. Insanity with a super chat says, everyone looking good in their new shirts. Does it look better in person? Love the channel, guys. Best community on YouTube. What the fuck are you laughing at?
Everyone's looked good in the new shirt. Does it look better in person?
I know what he means. Stop being a cheeky twat, Billy. You know exactly what he means by that. What is it like in person? Well, mine's like a tent, so it's too big for me.
I'll tell you what you can't see on the photo. It's got like a thin pinstripe on it, hasn't it? And it's it's fantastic.
I can see it on the camera on you guys. It looks good.
Yeah,
I love it.
It is.
Finally, loving this.
Yeah, the elite one.
Mine's
definitely going to have to get one next month.
And it's stitched. It's not just.
It is stitched. Thing. Yes, it is. But this enables me now, because the pro shirts, which only go up to a 3XL, I am now going to be able to get.
And get a long sleeve one as well.
I don't like the long sleeve, Billy. I'm a northeasterner. I don't do. Listen, I wear shorts all year round, man. I'm not going to wear
that yellow goalkeeper top.
Oh, the yellow goalkeeper top's fantastic. I've seen a few fans bought the yellow top and absolutely love it. But we're just waiting for the announcement of the away one now.
I wouldn't mind that yellow top as the away top, to be honest.
Yeah. It's got that's the green. I mean, do we purchase that as fans, or do we just?
I won't be.
Not for me.
I won't be.
Not using my beer tokens on that shite.
Chaos Sky with the super chat left you all an email and included my name in the tag. Thank you very much. You'll have a look at that. Christopher Rowell with a super chat. The young lad on the beer, the rest on vapes. Legend.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm 32, so I'm not young, and it is 0 alcohol because I'm trying to.
The young lad. Honestly.
Comparably.
He's the youngest here. He's the junior member of the team.
Yeah, he is. Baby of the team.
By a couple of months to me, Billy. That's all. Not long.
Fucking months. You're not a dog.
Paul McGinn with another super chat. Centre mid is most important now as backup to big three. Willock and Longstaff not good enough. Sandro, Bruno and Joe can't play 55 games, so need rotation. Right centre back is before a midfielder, in my opinion. I don't know how you guys feel, but I genuinely believe that a right centre back. And this talk of Scalvini, I mean, what a player! If we can get him in, what a talent he is, Billy.
He is. It'd be a fantastic signing, but I disagree with you. I think the midfield players is as important.
Oh, you know what it is. I kind of get it. All I'm asking for is
you can play Kraft there. You can play Botman and Bird. You can play Sharon Botman.
Come on, Billy.
5 centre-halves.
No.
The matter is, we've got 3 midfielders or 4 covering 3 positions. We need another midfielder as much, even maybe more so than a centre-half for me.
Oof. I mean, you're prepared to risk. Billy, you're very controversial tonight, I have to say. You're coming up with some absolute.
I think I'm just any old shot just to get an argument.
To be fair, though, Billy, if Fabian Schär misses the bottom step walking down the stairs,
well, yeah, and he could do
we're in a bit of a situation for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I think we definitely need a centre back, but I wouldn't say it's more important than a
let's say we get a fixture list and we've got to play Man City and then a big team away in the Champions League and then Arsenal and then someone else, and we've got to play like Kraft as a centre half like 5 matches in a row.
Well, he won't.
I do like Emil Kraft, and I think he's good.
Botman on the right side, won't he?
He's got Botman, hasn't he? So he's got Botman.
Yeah, but
so we're going to play Burnham Botman for the rest of the season.
I do not want that.
No, you've got Kraft, you've got other players who can play centre half. Murphy. I know it's not ideal, but the fact of the matter is, we've got. If Willock and Longstaff
it is a drop off, though.
But the thing is,
if Willock and Longstaff were to leave, we're expected to. Yeah, but if they were to leave, we think they're going to leave. You want Longstaff in then?
Well, Willock's never been mentioned to leaving. That's the thing. He's been linked,
but the fact of the matter is, Finale, Bruno, and Joe Linton can't play 5 games on the tour.
No,
I don't know why we're arguing about this because we need both.
We're both right. Yeah, exactly. I said it's not.
If Sean leaves, we need one in anyway, and we need a new right-sided centre half. Just anyway, because what is Lascelles gonna stay and well, I tell you what, nothing's been mentioned about Lascelles, by the way.
I forgot about Jam.
Yeah, because his contract was supposed to be expiring.
No, he got it extended.
Yeah,
well, it got quietly extended. It didn't get publicised as far as I can remember.
It got extended, so he's still here.
But he hasn't played football in 15 months
and
now.
a half or something. Yeah, something like that.
So what kind of Jamal Lascelles are we going to get?
I don't want to see Alex, if I'm openly honest.
He was really good before he got injured, and he was a very dependable rotation player. He was in the side when we beat PSG. He'd upped his game, and he was a dependable rotation option. Is it still going to be the same? I have doubts.
Sam, what do you reckon?
I think the risk factor of an aging Fabian is creating more of a need within me to go for the centre-back position rather than the midfield. I think we have more options to cover us in midfield, personally.
At the moment, but...
Currently.
I mean, listen, Billy's right. If we were to get rid of Willock or Longstaff, then we'd have to replace them. But we need a good size squad. Look what we did the other night. Sam, I don't know whether if you saw the show, we sort of looked at the positions that need to be improved within the squad. And I think it was, 5 or 6 players, guys, that I think everybody identified that we probably needed to come into the squad. So
I was looking at...
Unless he's going to
at that and where the holes are.
Yeah. Unless he's going to bring some of the youngsters forward next season, which he might. You never know. But
if you look at that, you've got 4 centre halves plus Kraft covering 2 positions. There's 4 midfielders covering 3. So to me, that naturally tells you need more midfielders.
Unless he keeps Willock and Longstaff.
Yeah, but can we not improve the squad quality, Billy? Because a lot of those players that you've just referenced...
I think we need both. I do, honestly. I wouldn't say that one is more important than the other, though.
And it's not just that, Billy. It's not about cover. It's that we're missing a profile. The amount of times we're caught out because our right-sided centre-half isn't quick.
Yeah, I agree.
Imagine where we'd have finished last year if Fabian Schär was 26.
Yeah.
Michael Fulcher has become a new member of the channel. Thank you, Michael. Dr. House with a super chat saying, hope we get a Langer in Trafford. Love you guys. Best channel on YouTube by far. Looking good in the new kit, Paul, Billy and Lady Sam. Well, I'm going to camp out in mine tonight. Ian Fleming has gifted a Toon Review membership. Thank you, Ian. Jeff Barlow, say hello to Deirdre for us.
She ain't got a good look about it a minute.
No. Anyway, he sent in the super chat. If you want a greenish kit, look at Bremen's third. Okay. Werder Bremen. Biffed by Adam West with another super chat. Love Stato, but 0% beer on TTR Friday. Come on, man.
Oh. He's on a regime, mate.
Get back in shape.
Yeah, he is.
I'm trying to get back in shape. This week's a shake of a bag of spuds. So happy days.
I'm still going to drink, just choosy about when it is.
It's funny, really, because you know that Alex sent us a group photo of a high protein ice cream tub the other day on the WhatsApp.
It was just ice cream.
Yeah, I had mine yesterday.
It wasn't high protein. It was just.
Oh well, I had a nice. I don't know what mine was, low and something. It was the same as yours, actually, Alex. So.
It's from Aldi, guys. If you're in the UK,
Aldi,
it's 304 calorie peanut ice cream. So don't buy it if you're allergic to nuts. Obviously, I don't know why I would have to say that, but it seems to be a thing.
I had the caramel one.
Dieting 300 calories on ice cream is criminally good.
Anyway, you two can start like a weight loss channel, trimming with the Toon Review.
Trimming with the Toon Review.
It'd be fantastic that with me sat below, wouldn't it?
Man.
Down onto me.
Give away.
I don't need to.
Anyway, fellas, I need to go.
Oh, bollocks to you, Sam. I knew you'd do that while we were live. You are shocking.
I told you beforehand I'd give you forewarning.
There is no difference between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. None at all. Just so you can go and see somebody who eats rats or eats bats, whatever it is.
Folks in the chat, today I managed to get myself hospitality tickets to see Back to the Beginning, Black Sabbath, Metallica is going to be there, Guns N' Roses. It is going to be epic. Epic. Don't you ruin my fantasy with that.
He's the guest guitarist for Black Sabbath. Do you not know?
Sure up, man.
Slash couldn't make it, so Paul Gallant's there in his hat.
I'm sorry, but if he put Slash's hat on, he'd look like something out of fucking Halloween, man. He'd look like something in somebody's garden.
Turn me down to blow and I say.
Well.
Oh,
See, the chat know what's
Sam.
going on. The chat get it.
Ah,
And I need to also do a shout out before.
yes, go on, do your shout out.
The landlubbers. I saw these in Halifax. I ended up randomly at a festival near there last weekend, and
That's what happens when you drink. All the youngsters.
that's what happens
watching,
when you like
you
party
end
with
up
me.
in strange fields.
They give me this awesome T-shirt. The lads are class. Sea shanty music people. The landlubbers. Check them out. They were class. Loved it.
Sea shanty music. That sounds amazing.
Sea shanty. Honestly, it's like everybody's like this. You're swigging. They had a flight of beers in front of them. There was 9.
I think I would need a beer before I listen to sea shanty on purpose, though.
It literally amplifies the experience if you have a skinful. So highly recommended, folks.
Sam has well and truly fallen off, not just fallen off the wagon, she's fallen off the edge of the earth.
I'm driving the
You were
bugger
packing in
off the
drinking
cliff.
for the summer, and you're
Yeah.
now just at a festival every weekend.
It's gig season, people. Forgive me. Like you, I'm choosing my moments wisely, carefully.
Indeed.
Frequently.
All of the moments.
Try telling your liver that, Sam.
I know.
Yeah. Well, you
Well,
get
nice.
yourself away and you have a blast tomorrow. Going back to Villa Park.
Yeah.
You have a nice time. And we'll see you
Thank
soon.
you so much.
It'll be a
See you
fantastic
later.
gig, Sam. Ta-ra.
See you later.
Bye.
So there you go. Sam's off gallivanting again. Jules has gifted a Toon Review membership, and Daniel Linton with a super chat. After Alanga and Scalvini, would you take KWP free?
Kyle Walker-Peters.
Kyle Walker-Peters. You mentioned that before, Alex.
Yeah, we did a free transfer show, and he was on the list with an expiring contract. He seems like an awfully good player to just be floating around, but maybe, unless some news has since broken and I've not seen it, maybe we've kind of passed him by now. I think a couple of years it'd have been lovely. I'm not sure we're ripe for each other at this point. Carl Walker-Peters and Newcastle United. I don't know. We've got quite a lot of players in both positions. He is very technically gifted, pacey, experienced. He can play in a possession-based system or counter-attacking. But they had a shocking year, Southampton, and he was part of that. Luca saying that Carl Walker-Peters is going to Burnley. Yeah, I mean, if he does, I think it'd be good for you guys.
Kyle Walker-Peters.
Kyle Walker, yeah. Kyle Walker-Peters is linked heavily with Spurs.
And Fulham, apparently.
And Fulham, yeah. So,
Well, he's obviously rated quite highly then. That's interesting. But, I mean, you mentioned a different one, Paul, Scalvini. I think if we get Trafford, Elanga and Scalvini, I retract all previous statements and I'm happy with the window so far. I think that is a top tier window. Not completed. We would need more, but I think that would be fantastic. You're looking at somebody who can be world class as a centre back. Elanga's got high potential. Not my first pick, but still very impressive. And then Trafford is going to be a goalkeeper for a very, very long time. That's a good level. So I would be happy if these things come to pass, but we've got to see. We've got to wait and see.
Well, we're also linked with, of course, Malik Chow, but it looks like he's off to Como.
No, I thought that fell through. I heard today that fell through.
Oh,
was it
sorry.
back on?
Derek's saying Chow refused the Como deal, so there you go.
Yeah, it's back on now, and it was a reasonable price.
Is it Fabregas managing them?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
They've already got Kuhn, apparently, haven't they, from Celtic? So
yeah, they're about to sign.
And that was cheap. I tell you what, I would take Kun and Elanga because it's like 20 mil for Kun. Just get him in the door, and then you've got a different profile.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that's going to happen, though, Alex. I know you've been banging the drum for Kun, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So Marvin Hagley just made a comment. How old is Sam? She gives off a bit of Sharon Stone vibes.
the camera don't go that far down, does it?
Anyway.
Yes. Anyway, have you got are you biting into a beef leg this week, Billy?
No, my mum was basically what Sam said. Totally echo her sentiments on that disgusting episode that's happened.
Are you want to shame anybody, Alex?
It's not so much of a shame, but it's an interesting point I'd like to raise.
Right. Well, let's do it. Go ahead then. Let's hear it.
So you're going to absolutely hate this, Paul, but I think it's interesting nonetheless that this has come to light in modern day football. Alan St. Maximin has just given an interview today. I think it was, I don't know when it was recorded, about Fenerbahce and Mourinho and going there to try and win the league in Turkey. And he's on record as stating that they tried to get him into doping the club.
Really?
Yeah. That he had an absolutely shocking time, that he had staff members and certain people in the club faking that he'd arrived late to training. People were, and again, we don't actually know if from the interview, from the context, what he means, whether that people were trying to spike him in terms of doping or whether it was actively trying to get him into doping. But these are all St. Maximin's comments in an interview. So this is all allegedly. We're not saying anything happened from a legal perspective. But yeah, he sat down and done an interview and basically just pulled back the curtain on everything. He said he was very upset with a lot of it over there. He got a call at halftime from his family. His kids were in tears because they got mistreated at immigration in Turkey. He's had an absolute nightmare over there. But the fact that the key point of that was that they apparently they tried to make him dope. I think it could be a mistranslation. I've not even heard it. It was just a quote of it. So we'd have to confirm that. But it was a really weird interview. And I really hope that that's not true. Because if we've got clubs trying to make players dope in this day and age, I mean, I know the industries are absolutely rife with it. You know, all of the top sports have got drug coaches. It is a thing. Yeah. Allegedly, unfortunately, I have to say that. So in football,
it'd be strange for him to come out and say such things if they didn't happen. I mean, that would be a bit weird, wouldn't it?
Well, we have got some high-profile cases floating around at the moment.
Yeah, we have.
Pogba just returning to football, going to Monaco. You've got Mikhailo Mudryk for the Ukrainian winger for Chelsea. Of course, is I think going to be banned or is already banned.
I think he's already banned, isn't he?
Doping. So it seems to have made a bit of a resurgence, and it makes you wonder how much of it's actually going on. If there is more,
don't want that back in football. Definitely not. Michael McIntyre with a super chat saying Rory Gallagher the best. Toon. Rory Gallagher?
Yeah, Irish, the 70s.
Oh, Revenger 32 says, can we get Amir Richardson, the Fiorentina midfielder? Well, right into the club Revenger and see what they can do. He's certainly not linked. Butch with a super chat. Prem allowed the sale of hotel and women's team. UEFA didn't. That's why the fines and no Premier League sanctions.
I mean, I think the sale of Villa's women's team hasn't gone through yet, so
no,
they're still fighting them. So I don't think it's to do with the women's team.
Well, I mean, but this is the thing, isn't it? If people have said Newcastle should do that and try and use the loopholes, but you know for a fact as soon as we start using the loopholes, we'll be done for it. It's just you just know that's going to happen. Anyway, shall we do a giveaway?
Yeah, let's do a giveaway.
There you go. That sounded
that
like
terrifying, Billy.
Amir Richardson has been linked, Bonnie.
Has he?
2 or 3 people have said it. Yeah,
interesting.
Linked by Simon.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah, just linked earlier on. Right, this is a book we are giving away. It's Pete Graves' book, and of course that is Here to Compete. It's a brilliant read. And it really is a good book.
With him. Yeah, we were linked with him. Sorry. Yeah.
So it's the inside story of Newcastle United and the era of Eddie Howe. Interviews with Kevin Keegan, Eddie Howe, and Alan Shearer. It is a brilliant book. So this is our first prize of the night, and it is members only. So if you are not a member, you will get knocked off, and you won't get in it anyway. You won't get into the draw. So this. Is that
Rock? No, Rock. You're talking. Look, that's the worst comment I've ever seen. Would you take? Would you take? Yeah.
No.
Absolutely not. I wouldn't take any of them for anything.
What sort of question is that?
I wouldn't take one of them for a pot of fucking stale piss. To be fair.
Indeed. Rachel says she's got the book. It's a brilliant read. It certainly is. Right. So What's the hashtag going to be, Alex?
Let's do hashtag Elanga because it's relevant.
Okay. There you go. Hashtag Elanga. Members only. You need to put hashtag Elanga in the chat for your chance to win here to compete.
If it's a Langa, you'll be able to read it in 3 minutes.
All in lowercase, please. All in lowercase. Hashtag Elanga, but you have to be a member of the channel to enter. If you're not, the mods will just delete your comment and you won't be entered anywhere.
I read Alex Ferguson's autobiography the other day.
Did you?
Oh dear.
Yeah, as I got near the final chapter, every time I got near it, Howard Webb came in and added another 3.
The pages just kept going. Yeah, I can imagine that. Martin Morgan with a super chat. Johan Bakayoko has 1 year left and PSV are looking for 17 million. Do we buy him? Well, we've looked at him before, but
possibly. But
Billy, you're
there were some issues, weren't there? There were some
yeah,
issues.
there was.
Amir Richardson, by the way. Yeah, the name just completely got away from me. He got linked like 2 days ago because I was watching some videos of him at lunch. He's the 6'5" midfielder. So he's at Fiorentina at the moment, but he's been loads of other places. He's French, plays for Morocco, left-footed. So he's a really weird profile, one that we just don't have. 6'5", left-footed midfielder. Really unique profile. Profiles fairly well.
6'5" left midfield.
Yeah, he's 6'5", and he's played at Le Havre. He helps them get promoted at Stade Rennes as well. He's interesting. So if we do get linked again, I'd definitely like to cover him because he's a really unique player.
Fellaini was an interesting player, wasn't he, Billy? I mean, he was.
It was all right if you played to his, if you used him as his focal point, but
I think the Manchester United moved Dunham in completely.
Absolutely.
I mean, Moyes took him with him. There was just no.
Well, it'd have been all right if Moyes had stayed there, I think, but the fact he went after 4 or 5 minutes kind of knackered him.
Yeah. Kieran with a super chat. What will happen to the players that Chelsea signed via loopholes? Nothing, because they've already been done. They can't go back and change all that. If they've found loopholes that are open at the minute that aren't. The thing is with the loopholes, that they're not doing anything wrong. You know, their solicitors, their lawyers, or whoever they are, they're finding these loopholes to make sure that they can't receive penalties for them because they're nowhere in the rules saying you can't do that. So that's why it's all the shit anyway. To be honest, it's just a load of bollocks, in my opinion, and I think this PSR malarkey is just a load of crap, really. Anyway, let's do the draw. Where are we at? There we go. Okay, so here we go for the chance to win the book. Is it on the screen?
It is.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to come up onto YouTube. There it is. Right, here we go. And the first winner is going to be Daniel Swales. Daniel, you are a winner.
I think he became a member tonight, didn't he?
Possibly. Daniel Swales, you have till the music ends.
You know, isn't he?
There you go. Music sorted. Gone. Well done, Daniel. Right, what you need to do, Daniel, is to send me an email to contact.thetoonreview@gmail.com. It is in the description as well. We're down near the bottom. In the subject, please put Pete Graves' book and the main email, of course, your address, and we will get that sent out to you. So well done. Ange Mag has been a member for 15 months now on the channel. Just realized Elanga is an anagram of my name. Could be a sign.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, the signs are there. The signs are all there. Oh, by the way, yes, Ange Mag, send me an email, please. Contact.thetoonreview@gmail.com. Just so I can email you back, Ange. So please contact.thetoonreview@gmail.com if you can send me an email. Should we do another prize?
Yes. Alex Leaning's asking us to look at Merlin Roll. We saw him last Saturday in the
I think we briefly looked at him, Alex, to be fair.
He hit the crossbar in the final minute of the game, didn't he? And extra time.
Okay, now we are giving away a Newcastle United cap.
Wow.
And this is with the old badge on, and it's kind of a corduroy material at the front, and then obviously nice and airy at the back. So a fantastic prize with the old badge on, which I clearly love.
Stato's getting ready to get his hashtag ready.
He is, I can tell. Right, Billy?
Hashtag cap, easy peasy.
Oh, yeah, really go for the eccentric one, Billy. Hashtag cap. Members only again. Hashtag cap in the chat, please, for your chance to win this lovely cap.
Stato's in.
I can always get in first because you guys hear Billy after I do.
Yeah, but obviously.
There's a time delay for you guys to hear us on YouTube.
Ross Hobson, you are not a member. You have to be a member of the channel. I can't make that any more clearer, guys. This is us, our way of giving back to our members for their monthly support. Susan, you're not a member. It's run out. You're not in the green for some reason. So you would need to check that with YouTube, Susan Fagan. That is you're in. Big Watson, you are not a member. Who's just Christopher Rowell, you're not a member. You're a subscriber, but not a member. You're getting a bit confused. I think some subscribers think they're members when they're not. You've got to sign up to the monthly membership. Awaken, you are not a member either. What's the point of entering if you're not a member?
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because you're just getting chucked out. I'm at work. It goes grey. That's weird, Susan. That is really weird. Is it the same account you were with at work? I don't know if it is or not. Paul Charlton says Louise, you wrote crap. Yes, because she's not a member. Okay, Susan, you can enter because obviously you remember. So I don't know why your work thing is.
We know you remember. We'll double check. It's fine.
Yeah, I can check that within like Louise Coleman. You are not a member. Honestly, have you forgotten we've taken on a lot more mods recently, guys? So you can't get away with it.
Hey guys, this is a special thank you to the people that aren't just subscribers that have clicked the join button and became a member to support the channel financially and assist. Therefore, you get to enter things like the giveaway as a bonus. So it's for the people that support the channel. Yeah.
So please don't disrespect the members by, Louise Coleman. How many times, man? VFL Bars has just become a new member. Thank you, Bars. Get yourself in the competition. Hashtag cap. Billy's.
Yes,
calm down, Paul. Just trying to get a hat, man. Oh, get lost, man. I can't be arsed with crap like that. Anyway, let's do the draw. So here we go. Let's see who wins the cap this time. It is Paul Chollerton. Paul Chollerton, you have won the cap.
Where are you?
Where are you?
Where are you? Leslie Avenue!
When I am waiting.
Just entered a rave.
Billy loves it.
It looks like his profile picture is probably when we won the cup.
Yeah.
Paul's definitely in. I've seen him.
Yeah, he's there. He's there. There he is. Well done, Paul.
He says redraw it. He says redraw it.
Why?
Here, mate, redraw it. He said he's already got one early on.
Oh, okay. We will redraw it. Thank you, Paul.
There you go.
Thank you, Paul.
Indeed. Right.
He
So
already owns it. There you go.
we're drawn again. Here we go. So the winner is Up the A1.
There you go.
Up the A1. There you go. After being ill for a while, there's your prize. Now we just need you to say, you know, you've won in the chat. Come on up the A1. Where are you? As Delia says.
Where are you?
I don't know who that is, though.
Where are you?
Come on, up the A1.
Leslie Avenue!
Where is up the A? Still not there.
Must have gone for a Tom tip.
Leslie Avenue!
Come on.
Well, I am waiting.
There they are. There they are. Well done. Up the A1. You have won the cap. So drop an email to contact.thetoonreview@gmail.com. Put cap in the subject and then your address, and we will get that sent to you. I think we've got time for one more, haven't we, guys?
Yeah, why not?
Let me just delve into my bag of goodies. No
Delve
comments,
into your
Billy.
bag of goodies.
Don't say it again.
Have a look in your sack.
Oh, thank God it's the weekend.
Don't be pulling the ball out, will you?
Oh, I found another one. Alan Shearer. These are very, very popular, of course. The photo of his final goal at the stadium is shite. Signature. This will make a lovely framed photo. So I will do the hashtag for this one. And it's going to be hashtag tent. Hashtag tent to win the Alan Shearer photo, guys, in homage to my way oversized Newcastle United third kit. Hashtag tent, members only again, please, to win the Alan Shearer photograph.
I've been green now. Weird.
I've just seen that. That is, I mean,
That's hard, isn't it?
It's very odd, Billy. It's very odd.
YouTube's having a moment, clearly.
By the way, Kappa has just become a new member as well of the channel. Welcome, Kappa. You can now enter the prize draws.
Oh, she's finished work, right? Weird.
That is really strange. That
unless your work's got a kind of filter on things.
Yeah. I'm sure that Awaken must be Todd Bowley in disguise, trying to get away with entering all the time, trying to pinch our prizes.
Have you guys got anybody on the back of your shirt?
No.
No.
It's a bit risky, isn't it?
Curious.
I mean, you know, you're taking a potluck chance there, aren't you? I mean, I know
Yeah.
Adam Pearson does it, doesn't he? When he gets when there's a new signing, but he has got it wrong twice. I think he put Tonali as number 20, and was it Gordon as number 20, and I think he got one other wrong.
I'm either going to go with a shiny new signing that I like, or if nothing tickles my fancy, I'm just going to get Tonali. And this one's got Shearer on the back, to be fair. You can never go wrong with that.
I thought about it. I thought maybe the safest one would probably be Burn. I don't think anyone would have done Burn.
People saying Craig Hope has an update.
Right, well, while Alex is looking at that, we'll do the draw for this Alan Shearer photograph. So here we go, and the winner is Biffed by Adam West. Oh, tell me that's not an overseas one.
It's American.
Shit. Biffed by...
And a look on the rail track, a letter to America.
Biffed by Adam West, you are a winner.
That's all, folks.
Go on, Batman. Get it up.
Yeah, where are you, matey? Come on.
I've got a feeling you might get the short version here. Speed it up, Paul.
5 seconds left.
Well, I am waiting.
There he is in the USA. There you go. What did he say, Billy?
He says, in USA, I'll give shipping to USA for this one.
That's all right. Well, don't worry, matey. Hey, listen. This is a thing with a Toon Review. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you've won a prize, we send it, mate. So I'm only jesting. So contact.thetoonreview@gmail.com. In the subject, Shearer photo and your full international address in the subject, matey, and we'll get that sent out to you. Right, I'm feeling generous tonight, so we're going to do a draw for everybody, right?
Yes.
So everybody watching can have a chance with this one.
What you got? Pair of old underpants?
Well, basically, probably a bit of cardboard. No? Let's have a look here. What's in this one? Has it still got anything in? Oh, yes, it has. Okay. We have an Anthony Gordon picture. What would you call that? A collage,
maybe a montage.
Collage, yes. Anthony Gordon collage photo with his signature in the bottom corner. And this is for everybody. And Alex, what do you want the hashtag to be for this one?
Let's go hashtag SMB.
Okay. Hashtag SMB is what Alex has said. So this is for everybody, every single body watching. Just hashtag SMB for the chance to win the Anthony Gordon collage along with his signature. Anything from
If there's any fans in the chat that aren't Newcastle United fans, just ask someone in the chat what that means. They will tell you.
It's all lowercase as well, guys. All lowercase. Hashtag SMB. Anything from Craig Hope, Alex?
No, nothing at all. That was a red herring from someone in the chat. Although thanks to Big Watson, who's just tagged me in something. Apparently, Ben Jacobs on a Forest YouTube channel has said that the bid is 100% accepted according to his sources.
Yeah, there's a few people said that before we went on air tonight.
There's a few Fiorentina/Italian news outlets reporting this Amir Richardson as well, the 6'5" midfielder. So a little bit of traction on that. So if it keeps going, we'll have a look. But apparently Betis have looked at him as well. We'll see if there's any truth in that.
Wow. Okay. There is entry streaming. Jimmy Barr's been a member for 18 months now. You've swayed me, lads. The kit looks half decent on you, lads. Probably going to grab the long sleeve version. Got the Pro Home kit. Love it.
Happy days.
I should give this one away, really, shouldn't I? Match one. It's too fucking big, but look at this. Never mind. Honestly, I should have realized, shouldn't I? Really, but it's just one of them things. It is just one of them things. Right. We'll give I know we're over time a little bit, but hey, we're not restricted by anybody, so we will.
You walk quick, folks, because he could be on his way.
The voice of positivity. Indeed.
A few weird signings just happened. Angel Gomez has just been announced as a new Olympique Marseille player as a free agent on a 3-year deal.
I remember when he was linked with us. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Burnley to
now he's gone.
Here we go 6 minutes ago.
That means that Mr. Guendouzi might be on his way.
Well, by the way, there was a few people in the chat said they would have Guendouzi. They commented after the show. Maybe that's why they commented after the show. VFL Bars with a super chat. Craig Hope said the Elanga deal is close and Newcastle will work through the night on it. He has since deleted it, though. Sorry, Alex. Well, what's the reason for working through? Although, pre-season does start on Monday. Maybe he wants them all done and in.
Yeah,
we'll have to see. Right, let's do the draw for the Anthony Gordon. Oh God, there's over 200 entries in here. The Anthony Gordon collage. No more entries, please. We are now drawing it. So here we go. And the winner of the collage is.
Can't see it. I've stopped it.
Hang on. Let me just. Okay. Well, I can tell you who the winner is. It's Andy Prague. So, Andy.
You missed the spin.
Don't worry, Uncle Andy, well done, mate. Well done, Uncle Andy.
Where are you?
Where are you?
Andy Prague. Well, are you ready? Get in the chat to let us know you've won.
Where are you?
I never thought I'd hear a remix of Delia Smith.
Hey, you cannot beat a bit of a raven to Delia, can you? Only on the Toon Review. There he is. Andy's there. Right, Andy, drop us an email to contact.thetoonreview@gmail.com. Put Anthony Gordon photo in the subject and in the main body your address, and we will get that sent out to you. I am going to do
a PO box.
Sorry?
His Antarctica PO box.
Yeah.
He's on the International Space Station at the minute.
Yeah.
Right, I am going to do another draw straight away. Everybody that's entered for that, because I kind of missed that up. This is Jackie Milburn. Jackie Milburn with his signature. This is a fantastic one if you're a collector of Newcastle memorabilia. What a player. But
Oh, yes.
this is for everybody that has already entered. So here we go, because I totally ballsed it up. Here we go. So the winner of Jackie Milburn photo is Gaz at the Mags. Gaz at the Mags is the winner. So Gaz at the Mags, get in the chat. As Delia says, let's be having you. Gaz at the Mags, are you still here? Come on, Gaz. Gaz at the Mags, our eat lads, he's there. Email contact.thetoonreview@gmail.com. Jackie Milburn photo in the subject and the main body of the email. Your address, please, Gaz, and we'll get that sent out to you. Well done to all the winners tonight. Cynical Jim with a membership for 29 months. What sizes have you and Billy got? I'm a fat lad wanting a new top. I would go for 4XL, mate, to be honest.
I've got 4XL, yeah. It's a nice,
it's far too big for me. As you can see, my neckline is almost reaching my testicles. So it is far too big. So, yeah. This may be given up for a prize very soon. And Dave Bannon with a super chat. How rubbish is it with no football on? If it wasn't for the TTR, I would have to talk to my wife. We take no responsibility for any divorces through this channel, but thank you very much. Anyway, there is the show, done and dusted. Well done to all the winners. Thank you for all your super chats and new memberships and gifted memberships. Thank you to Mamaroo Records for sponsoring the channel, of course, based in Whitley Bay, for all your music needs. They are online as well. If you can't get into the store, check them out. That is at the top of the description, alongside our website, thetoonreview.com, for all of your fantastic Toon Review merchandise. Get yourself on there, have a look, and get yourself something nice. And please do like the show if you've enjoyed it, and of course subscribe if you're new. All we ask for, it's free to subscribe. Just please hit the notification bell so you're basically told when we schedule a live show or we upload any videos. I think I've gone through everything. And apart from that, the 2025 Football Content Awards, you can still vote for the Toon Review. That is pinned at the top of the description with what category to put us in, etc., and the link to go and do it. Thank you to everybody that's voted so far. It is a judge's choice this year by what you, the viewers, say about the channel. So it goes a long way. Collux, I've already mentioned Mamaroo. Thank you. God, I'm getting people reminding me now of all the stuff to say at the end. But that is everything. By the way, the Content Awards this year held at Elland Road in Leeds. So
might be able to go.
Yeah, not too far. Not too far at all. So, yeah. But thank you very much for watching. If there is any breaking news, of course, we'll bring it to you here on the Toon Review. Have a cracking weekend, folks, as Rich K Photos has become a new member as well. Thank you, mate. And we'll see you on the next one. In the meantime, have a good one, guys. Good night.
I will, lads and lasses.
Come back and check out the green.